The impact of social media usage on future generations will be the topic. To inform my audience how social media is shaping the next generation, I want to explain how social media has changed. Communication affected the mental health and behaviors of our younger generations, and why learning how to use social media responsibly will be important for the future. Social media has completely changed how younger generations communicate, influence themselves and others, and experience everyday life, making it important to understand both its benefits and its consequences. Think about the last time you went an entire day without checking your phone. For most people, especially people our age, that is super difficult to imagine. Many of us wake up, immediately check notifications, Snapchat streaks, TikTok videos, and all other social media platforms. Social media is not something we use for fun anymore. It has become part of our daily routine. Today, I want to talk about social media usage is affecting future generations and how it is changing the way people communicate and interact with the world. I chose this topic because I grew up in a time where social media became a major part of everyday life. I've seen how platforms like Instagram and your TikToks have changed the way our generation connects with others and shares experiences and receives info. This topic directly affects us. We are a part of the generation that has experienced both sides of social media. We have seen how it can bring people together, but also how it can create pressure and affect the way people view themselves. First, I will discuss how social media has changed communication. Second, I'd like to go to the positive and negative effects of social media and how it affects younger generations. Finally, I will discuss future generations and how they can create a healthy relationship with social media. To understand where social media is taking future generations, we first have to look at how much it has changed the way people communicate. Social media has changed communications and relationships. Before social media became as popular as it is today, communication was much different. People relied more on phone calls, emails, or meeting face to face. Now someone can send a message, share a picture, or talk to someone across the world instantly. According to the Pew Research Center, social media platforms are used by a large majority of teenagers, showing that social media has become one of the main ways younger generations communicate and receive info. This is something we see in our everyday life. Instead of asking someone what they are doing, many of us check in their Snapchats or their Instagram posts. Instead of hearing about a major event from the news, people often go to TikTok or other social media platforms to figure out what this is. Social media has created new opportunities, though. People can build communities around sports, careers, hobbies, and interests. Someone interested in finance or fitness can connect with people who share the same passions. However, there is such a downside because so much communication happens online. Some people may become more comfortable talking through a screen like I am now than having a real conversation in person. Social media connects us digitally, but it can sometimes make real-life connections way more difficult. While social media has changed the way we communicate, it has also changed younger generations' experience and how they can view the world for their own selves. Social media has created both opportunities and challenges for the younger generations. One of the biggest benefits of social media is that it gives people access to info instantly. A student can learn a new skill from a YouTube video, discover a career advice on LinkedIn, or find educational content on platforms they already use. However, social media also comes with many challenges regarding mental health. According to the U.S. Surgeon General's advisory on social media and youth mental health, social media can also help people build connections and communities, but there's also concerns about how it affects mental health and their own well-being. A huge issue is people don't realize when they scroll through social media, they're wasting so much time. They see people's lives, vacations, achievements, relationships. They think of this as success rather than seeing the struggles that people have behind it. People create unrealistic expectations and feel they're falling behind. Another issue is how much time people spend online. It is easy to open up for a few minutes, realize an hour has passed. Too much time on social media can affect sleep, productivity, and how much time people spend doing activities outside of their phones. The American Psychological Association explains that the effects of social media depend on how people use it, including the type of content they interact with and the way they engage online. This is important because social media itself is not the problem. The way people use it determines whether it becomes something positive or negative. Because social media is going to continue to be a part of our everyday life, the next generations need to learn how to use it in a healthier way. Future generations need to build a healthy relationship with social media. The future of social media is not about getting rid of technology. Technology has only become a bigger part of our lives. Instead, future generations need to learn how to control their use of social media. One important habit is creating balance. Spending time with your friends, playing sports, focusing on school, and experiencing life is so much more important than going on social media. People should think about what accounts they follow, what content influences them. They should actually be intentional about what they are doing online. Future generations can use social media for positive reasons. It can help network. You can be creative, spread new information. For example, many people use social media to build businesses, promote ideas, and create opportunities. The goal should be social media, use it as a tool rather than allowing it to control your life every day. After looking at social media and how it has changed communication, created challenges, and shaped the future, we can understand why this topic is so important and why it matters. In conclusion, social media will continue to have a major impact on future generations. Today, I discussed how social media has changed communication through positive and negative ways, as on the younger generations, and why developing responsible habits with technology will be super important. Social media is one of the most powerful tools our generation has ever had. It can connect people, create opportunities, and spread info faster than ever. However, the future of social media depends on how we choose to use it. The next generation should not let social media define their lives. They should learn how to use it in a way that improves them. The sites I used were the Pew Research Center, the American Psychology Association, and that's it. Thank you.